Hi everyone, welcome back to more Dragon Quest number 4. Ooh, I paused it. When last we left our heroes, we had gone up to, finally, the Zenithian castle. We met the Dragon God, and we were assaulted by beams of light from below. So we gotta go to the underworld now. Oh my goodness, the cat is having a problem. Oh, because there's a dog chasing her. And then she's not doing anything to you. So the cat walks herself into a corner, which is a classic tactical blunder. Anyway. So we gained the warp point for Heaven's Haven, which is where we'll start. This is a fun looking map, isn't it? There are barriers that we need to destroy. Riven. They just stare at each other and make noise. Hang on. Riven, come here. No, don't just sit down. She can't get past you. No. Come on. Alright, go, Lou. I'm gonna go. Don't stare at her. Children, what are you gonna do? Anyway. Immediately walk into the place, okay. So we have a tower, that's where we came from. Does that hurt me? Nope, that's just bad water, okay. I'm guessing these are the barriers. Ouch. Oh, excuse me. Big dragon. Alright, seems pretty straightforward. Are we ready? We'll use this to kind of gauge where we are with the fights. Let's just go ahead and do this. I did not read any of that. I'm so sorry. Some Reshavaraks. There's 3 of them. Insulatle's probably pretty good here. Not hot gas. Stop it. Maya being immune to that's pretty nice. Ouchies. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Twitch is bad. Alright, so these guys are chumps. I really wish you would have hit somebody else. Bonk. I'm just... Oh, yeah. I'm just a little concerned because the walkthrough wants us to be like level 50. Wow. Well, that's not great. Yeah. But, like, it doesn't feel like we're under-leveled. That was fun. Ooh, nice crit. Elena should take that out, then. There it is. Last night of Blankies. Aw. Sadness. A dagger on shield. Grr. Pizarro has been mourning Rose for long enough. Now it is time for him to eliminate all humans. Long live Pizarro! Long live Pizarro! Long live... Blah. One of the barriers disappears. Neat. You spam all those emotes. I remember to hit record this time in case Twitch is bad or my computer is bad or whatever. It won't affect YouTube. He is super dead. The only thing I can think of is that we might want Borea in the party because Oomph is a very good spell. But, ow. It's fine. Don't mind me. This one's a tower, okay. Oh. We actually have to work for this one. Okay. Barely. Okay. This is going to be some sort of, like, Hargon guy. There's nobody to talk to. You're right. So, I guess let's murder him. You've come a long way. But it is all in vain, for you are too late. Pizarro has already used the secret of evolution, and will soon be awakening in his ultimate form. No kidding. The encounter rate has been mercifully low. All that will remain in his new soul will be a hatred for humans and a desire to destroy them. Pizarro, as we knew him, will cease to exist and will no longer reign over monster kind. And now I will read you your last rites before I send you to your sorry graves. Oh, Zoma lookalike. It is I who was behind the kidnapping of Rose. I manipulated you weak humans. I, the almighty Aemon. Okay. Oh, you've got some guys. I guess we gotta kill those idiots first, but I'm gonna keep them on him. Let's just do this. Two can play that game. Okay, that's good. We got some damage out of that. Okay, he has perma bounce up. Interesting. Keep our physical attackers there. We just need to kill them. Not really super worried about Aemon. Okay, you just get to go twice. It's cool. Nice. Good. Oh, shoot. No, we're gonna get sizzled. Oh. No. Ouchies. Okay. Let's do this. We're just gonna have everybody defend. You can't really defend much through the, Alright. Hey, look, we fixed it. Dingus. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, I never even saw him cast bounce, but I guess that's what he did his first turn after Kaswoosh. See if we can get a sap off on him. Good hits. It goes by very quickly, unfortunately. It's the one thing I wish Dragon Quest did is let combat text advance by button press. Yeah, she's a good crit. She's really good at that. Because if it advanced by button press, at least you could see, because there are some times where you just don't catch what is going on in the game. Okay. Especially if you have it on the fastest combat text, which I don't. It just breezes by otherwise. Whatever. Just hit this guy. Kill him. Thank you. Nice. It's good to have him leveling up. Torneco would literally don't bring anything to the party, man. Ah, you meddlesome humans. I was one step away from becoming the master of monster kind. I will never forgive you. I will make you pay. Blah. He's dead and gone now. Can I just evac? The spell fails. Huh. Okay. Da 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 da. So is there any reason to go up this one? Just a dead end? Treasure? Treasure. Oh. That's cursed. Go figure, right? Something called zombie mail would be not something you want to wear. The step guard. Can you curse a real sword, though? What kind of sword? A real sword? Ooh. Nice, that was pretty good. That was a waste. Pretty sure the Sizzle would have killed him, but, you know. You done? Can my mage do her thing? Okay. Murder. Murder. That's annoying. Bah. Ding. Nope. You gotta learn more stuff, Carol. If you'll want to have a chance at being in play. Jeez. Hi. How dare you attempt to disturb the evolution of Pizarro the Manslayer? You humans are worthless. Prepare to meet your demise. She just starts dreaming as soon as I start my streams, huh? A Barbados. Barbarical. Nice. Okay. Hey, that's free 55 damage. It doesn't cost any MP. We'll just keep doing that. Nice, good crit. Owie. Oh, no. Okay, so yeah, fire, not the way to go with this guy. So the nice thing about sap over oomph is that it makes sap has better effects. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh, that was close. For multi-attackers like Elena, because for whatever reason, oomph only affects the first hit. Whereas sap applies to both. That's hot. That's fine. Nice. Your scream sucks. We don't really have another. I guess we drain magic him. Sad. Oh well. Good dragon. Really doesn't matter what she does. This guy's got a ton of defense. No, she's not in here. She's probably in the hallway. See, you're at about half. Let's heal you. I might do it. No. Dang. This guy's got a ton of HP. Ouch. So her teammates on the ends, the hero and Maya, have like a lot of protection against elemental attacks. That's why they don't take as much damage from the ice and the fire. Dead? There it is. Nice. 7 strength, 8 agility. Fantastic. Oh, neat. Ah, you are stronger than you appear. Very well. I will step back and defeat this time. It matters not. The evolved Pizarro will easily send you to your destiny of eternal pain and suffering. Wahahaha! Ugh. I don't think the Miracle Sword does anything for us. The Miracle S-Word. Oh, well, that's an upgrade for Ragnar. Yeah, we'll upgrade Ragnar then. Let him keep the Icicle Dirk in his inventory since that can cast magic. Alright, one more. Alright. Is it another tower? It is not. Oh. Okay. Oh, they push you out. Interesting. Okay. Oh, man. That was so hard. Oh, it's this idiot again. Okay. You've come a long way, but this is where your journey ends. Now you have to answer. You have me to answer to. But first, I will give you a reward for your efforts. Have a good look around the middle of the room. Okay. Ah, you should never turn your back on the enemy, you fool. He tricked me. You feel better? You feel better about yourself there, bud? Alright, well, as long as you feel good. Ooh, sap is gonna hit you hard. The Ember Chad. Ooh. Nope, he already just... That was him defending? Oh man, buddy. Buddy, bud. He's defending again. I wish I could defend and also attack. That's not good. Okay. Fortunately, he hit the person who still had her defense up. Keep everybody else topped off. Nice dodge. See, worth way more as a cloak of evasion than anything else. Yeah, I almost don't want Mina healing because she's worth so much on offense right now. Ouchies. Alright, well that guy was a chump. New spell? No. Oh, cool, thanks. No! Krarg! But seriously, anything in the middle? Like... Sad. Easy peasy. Okay, so... Let's leave and go heal. Alright, we can't actually go to a Baldemond. Okay. Esperanca it is then. Sure. Okay. Oh, right, we can go... The lady will just heal us there. Alright, whatever. It does say that that can cause the game to crash. So let's just do this. Safety save. The barriers are no more. Use the Baron's bugle to summon the wagon before you proceed to the final battle. May the protection of the goddess go with you. Sure, why not? Save. Right. Goddess speed. Sinister looking statue of a demon. Hey, treasure chest. Okay. Just gonna ignore all that then. Appearance of darkness. Alright. It's just a skeleton. A tiki mask. I don't know what it does, but I want it dead. Did it. Yay. Should be Maya. Ragnar, okay. Ragnar really wants to be part of the final fight, and it's just not gonna happen, buddy. You can't pass past this point. I sure can't. He speaks the truth. Money. Yay. Oh, gross. Oh, cool. Ah, beans. Whoops. Did it. Those guys suck. I guess we are gaining levels at a pretty rapid clip though, so maybe we are a little bit underleveled. I mean, I don't know what can be done about it. Let's ignore that for a moment. Okay, so that's an item. Nice. Very good, very good. Oh, okay. We can give that to somebody who needs to be able to deal some damage. Blarg! It's put the fear of the goddess in me, so it has. As soon as it touched me hands. 'Tis a tough piece of equipment, sure it is, but it makes me feel a bit more than uneasy. Cool. Nope, okay. I just need to transfer it now. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see, then we can transfer this. And we'll give this to somebody. Sure. Cool. Alright. Stand on the switch. Okay. So there's at least one more of those. Some Dragoners. Ooh. Nice. That's pretty good. Multi-heal is the worst version of Omni-heal. Huh. How did that guy get here? So this is the same thing as the Baron's Bugle. We have to lower this and go out and try again. But, like, how do I... Oh, we have to come down to it. Okay. So gotta get to that last treasure chest. Good crit. How annoying. Thank you. New spell? Fuddle. At level 30? Jeez. I feel like we can do better than that. We go up again. Good question. I mean, that guy did real good. Yeah. So, like I said, maybe we are under leveled, but I mean, we'll fix it pretty quickly at this rate. Does that heal me? No, it does not. That sucks. Oh, maybe? Dang it. Didn't want to use up attacks on the Wyvern that we didn't have to. Why does a lightning staff make fire? They really want you to know that the fire is reserved for the hero's magic only. Okay, I need to go down though. Huh. I want that last treasure chest. I know what's in it and I want it. Lightning strikes can cause fires. Okay, well, let's just reset. Ah, secret door, secret door. Okay. Alright, we don't have to fight these guys. Gotta go up the stairs. A photocopier. All different groups, huh? That's fun. Dead. Who knew we were so easy to defeat? Yeah, it was neat. There's up the stairs. Out the door. So take the stairway down, blah blah blah, go up the stairs to the east. If this item weren't worth getting, I would not be going through such trouble to get it. Up the stairs. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. You can go back up. Interesting. Okay, so. Nope. Or maybe, hang on. Go up the stairs. Go east a bit and push the single statue. Aha! They really should have kept this anywhere else but here. But now I have this. So with this, we will give that to... I almost want to give it to Maya so that she can heal. I'm tempted to give it to Elena because she's very fast and she could heal, but I feel like Maya is the character who most often needs something to do. And, like, especially when magic's not available. Okay, so I think we can keep going then. Go out this door. Do this. Oh, right, that was the... Oh, right. The Sage's Stone casts multi-heal. And it never breaks. It's amazing. It is just the best healing item in the game. Stream dropped. Reconnecting. Reconnecting. It's back. Should be back. See, this time I remember to record. Really wish I knew what was doing that. What was causing that? Thanks. Down. Oh, it casts multi-heal for free, and it never breaks. So it's the best recovery item in the game. I mean, technically, Yggdrasil do cast Omni Heal, but it goes away. So as I said, we'll leave that with Maya because she most often doesn't have anything to do. And she's not like as slow as Hero. Okay, okay, okay. Chill out. Chill out. Here, we'll use it now. Oh, or we can just kill him. The only bad thing about it is that you can't use it outside of battle. Yeah. Alright. Now we're back on the path. Go this way. Okay. Head north through the door. Bloop. So now we can use the bugle if we need to. So what are we actually down? We're down a little bit of MP, right? That's 10 MP, full 50. Ah, we're fine. What I will do is move some items around a wee while. I thought we had... There it is. Give one of these to everybody. Okay. So we can give these to people who don't have full inventories. I guess the Baron's Bugle lets you change your party up if you need to. There's like some really sad trombone noises going on in this mix of the song. Oh yeah, we never figured out what that did during battle. It's stupid music. No. And then let's move... Let's give an Yggdrasil due to you. Swap. Alright. Yeah, the guide wants us to be 46 here, which just seems like completely undoable. I can't save the game without leaving, but I did save slot. Hey, look, it's this dingus again. Grah! How dare you people disturb me? I am Pizarro the Manslayer. I have just reawakened as master of monster kind. Grah! I know nothing of my past. I remember nothing. But I know what it is I must do. Grah! I must eradicate all of humankind. Grah! Orange boy. So cast Insolotl and Sap. Ouch. Good dodge. 250. The other nice thing about Sap is that it persists through them blowing off all of our buffs. I'm not gonna try and cast it again. Alright, let's figure out what this does. I wonder if it casts, like, whack. Okay. Ouchies. Chonk. Alright, we're doing good damage to him, though, so... This is where we get to do Sage Rock spam. Ooh, they kind of nerfed it. It's really only casting heal instead of mid-heal. Okay. But, as long as he is going to just be very boring, we can be very boring. Ouch. Oh, didn't mean to do that, but okay. Good crit. Excuse me? Okay. Just use it anyway. Woo! The arms are hard. If you can't tell, we have been watching a lot of Code Geass lately. And it very much is true that robots cannot maintain their arms in that show. We're going to use the Sage's Stone here just in case Mina doesn't get to herself in time. Okay, it's fine. That moves Hero out of the way too. Constantly losing arms, just arms flying off into the aether. Okay, we're gonna have to heal that off now. We can just, I think we can just get by with a mid-heal there. And just keep using Sage's Stone. Because he goes after Elena. Oh! He automatizes his arm. What a little goober. Look at this guy. He's just a little guy. I would expect him to do magic now, right? Yeah. That could be a problem. Yep, there it is. Okay. At least we got the sap off, so we can keep doing damage while we deal with that. No, we can't. I guess Insolotl again. So what's next? Do you think leg flies off or his head flies off? Oh, don't do that, bud. Just gonna make everything take longer, man. Down by 94, yeah. Good hit. His head definitely oh no. Okay. His head's definitely the thing that flies off next, right? Oop, didn't mean to do that. Anytime you want to wake up Maya, that would be fantastic. No? Okay. Okay. Okay, so now he's actually at plus defense. Don't want to look at him. Nobody wants to look at him. He kind of sucks. He's a bad dude. Let's just get a heal round. It was definitely his head. Okay, good. Oh, I hate that. Oh my. Well, that was fun. I guess let's hit it with sap. Alright, that's good. That just killed our Insolotl, but if he wants to waste his turn doing that, that's fine. Nice. Got the heal. So that's 3 attacks and a Sage Rock now. Thumbs down. Oh, okay. Now we're going to wish we had the Insolotl back, because that's going to hurt. Okay, that was a pretty good Sage Rock, though. Attack, attack. Insolotl. Axolotl. No, not the hot gas. Oh, that's a heal. I think that's a heal for 1,000, if I'm not mistaken. It's either 500 or 1,000. Okay, we should be half damage from this. Nice. Same deal. Second verse, same as the first. Good crit. Everybody at full HP. This is going very well for us so far. Okay, so we lost the Insulatl. So we will recast that, since that is worth a pretty nice damage reduction. This is fun. They had a lot of fun animating that, it seems. Okay. There are not multiple things to attack? No. I'm assuming he can attack twice now? Yeah. Ouchies. Some good damage in. I guess he regrows his head next. Okay. Oh, did we not cast Insulatl? Huh. I guess we have to do that. Good crit. Oh, good Sage Stone early. Okay, now we've got it up. Another crit. Fantastic. Good stuff. Hi, Ribbon. Having a drink. Okay, now we're going to do a heal. We'll do a full heal on Mina. Show us that I know she left. I can't control it. Oh my. Okay, that was not what I expected him to do next. Okay. We're actually gonna have Elena defend here so that we can get the magics off. Ow. Okay. Just keep doing it. We do need to get Sap off. I didn't expect her to be getting so much use this fight. Alright, fully recovered. Okay. Nice. I think we still have... Okay, good. We still have Insulatl up. Ooh! That's Sage Rock HP there. Just to keep her around. I'm okay taking most of this turn off. Okay. That lets her survive that. Not Elena. Shoot. I think I forgot to move our other Yggdrasil leaf. Do we have access to the party? Yeah, did not think so. You don't have one. You just have the dew. Okay. Keep attacking. Oh, that's really not when we wanted the Sage's Stone to proc. That's fine. If he wants to do that for both of his turns. The dew only heals. The dew is a party-wide heal. The leaf is a revive. Shoot. Do you have Zing? Yes. Okay. We do need to keep Insulatl up because that gives us free turns, effectively. Yes. Okay, good. Ouch. Okay. Nice. So here I'm just going to use the dew to stabilize. That chewed up a lot of Mina's MP as well. Alright, she doesn't have it up. Okay. Okay. So while that's happening, we'll cast Zap. We use Magic Water there. Go for a full heal. Or no, we need to recast Insulatl and Sap. Yep. Phew. Alright, that's unlucky. Because the first attack did not do that much damage. I mean, we have these items, we might as well use them, right? It's a full heal too, which is very nice, a full revive. And fortunately, Monarch takes the least amount of damage from that sort of attack innately. Attack, attack. Let's get a mid heal going over there. Nice. Good stuff. Huh? Nice dodge. There we go. Head. Got his own magical girl transformation going on. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We weren't super casting a whole bunch of spells your direction. So we can't cast Sap anymore? Is this the final form? I don't know. This is his final form. Apparently we can use this to break the bounce. Ow! Holy cow. Okay, so that gets rid of the bounce. So I think I'm just gonna burst or take an Omni heal turn. How much MP is that? I didn't even look. 20? That's super fine. Attack. Let's get into auto cast again, and let's try to get a sap on him. Nice. Okay. Okay, best possible. Best possible turn. Because now we are set. Insuaddle's back up on everybody. We got the sap off. And he may even waste his turn reapplying that bounce. Okay, we just lost Insuaddle. This is the final boss, so we got a lot of HP. That's gonna hurt. Chonk. Okay. Fortunately, we had the Sage's Stone after that to heal off some of that. Nice. Yeah. I mean, you've got this is seven forms. Sure feels final bossy to me. But also look at him. Yeah, I think that's a consequence of the structure of the game, where you don't explore the whole world as one party until Chapter 5. Okay, that's fine. But just look at him. No. Okay, well at least you did that after you breathed ice. Does Insuaddle take like 1 billion MP? No, just we have casted a whole bunch, I guess. I think it was the attempting to cast Zing that drained our MP the most. Nice, got it off just in time. Dang. He hasn't recast Bounce, though, so I can take a turn off from Sage Rock to go full heal and sap. Nice. Ouch. Sure. We could probably get by with doing just a mid-heal there, but I don't think it's... Oh, yeah, I don't think it's a super big deal. We did it! Grrr! My body is so hot. I am defeated. My physical form is destroyed. Grrr! Okay. Oh, hi, dragon. Oh, that's the actual Zenith dragon. Okay, cool. Coming to the rescue. I am the Zenith Dragon. Yes, we know, thank you. From my lofty domain here, I observe all that takes place below. All that afflicts the human world occurs under my watchful eye. That's not the statement you think it is. Behold the one who shares the blood of human and Zenithian alike, the great heroine, Monarch. Yeah, it's very Tolkienian? I witnessed how your efforts drove both Pizarro the Manslayer and the Secret of Evolution deep into oblivion. No fear may now afflict you or your kind. Peace reigns once more over your domain. You 8, the Chosen, have thus completed your quest and reached the end of your chapters. He almost said it. Tolkienian. Okay. I applaud your courage and determination. Ragnar McRyan, well done. You have fought bravely and resolutely from the back row. Elena, though you were raised a princess, you have shown great strength and courage. Boria and Kirill, the support you have provided to Elena has been exemplary. Yeah, I know, right? Mina and Maya, be assured that your miraculous feats will have set your father's soul at rest. Torneko Taloon, people will continue to rely on your extraordinary gift for commerce. And last, but by no means least, Monarch. Words cannot describe the greatness of your comportance. Such an exalted heroine belongs here with us. Henceforth you will live here in Zenithia among the Zenithians. Huh? Do I detect an air of disappointment? You desire to return to the world below and live amongst your friends? I see. Very well. If you wish it thus, then so shall it be. The fellowship born among you all in the midst of battle shall be broken by none. Farewell, thee, Monarch. Okay, bye. Why are they... That is not my party. Please fix... I don't want Ragnar in my party. We can be friends now, can't we? I mean, I guess. I suppose not all humans are bad. Isn't that right, Daisy? Okay. Oopsie and Daisy. Get it? What miracles you have performed. Stay here among us and live as equals. No? Let me go? Lo, the joyous faces do speak volumes. Cut out again? Well, see, now it doesn't say that I've actually stopped. My dearest Monarch, though your parents had to forsake you in your infancy, now you are risen to such lofty heights. May the bonds forged betwixt you and your fellows forfend the grief you have stirred from the loss of your parents. So I beseech all of you, treasure this fellowship you have, and care for my Monarch as she cares for you. Forgive me, I know not wherefore my tears do not cease. Farewell, and goddess speed. You certainly surprised me. Maybe you humans don't suck after all. Nice. Goodbye. That's ominous. It is good music. Hey, it's kind of like the opening of the game. Or the opening screen, rather. What do you want from me, game? You want me to press A? I'll press A. Okay. You get that horse onto that hot air balloon. I am not controlling the game. Where we going? Not there. Zamovska? Zamovska, okay. Oh, everybody's going home. Oh, he's alive? What? Okay. They're fixing up her wall. So we dropped her, Kiro, and Boria off. Now where are we going? Themyscira? Berland? I guess we're going to Berland, or Strathvale, rather. Okay. Bye, Ragnar. Why would we stop here? Okay. I guess that's Pizarro's grave. There it is. Hey, my boat. Torneco. Wow. That's a bespoke animation just for that scene. So you just have to drop the sisters off. It is cute. Oh, are they coming with me? Oh, we're gonna drop them off in laissez-faire. They're back. But where will have us? It is. Where will we plop ourselves off to? The ruins of our dead town? Yeah. That was neat. How did she do that? Oh. Hi, Rose. Oh, and then everybody just found us. We did it. Fast forward, doodle-loo-loo-loo-loo-loo. Good. It's a good game. Next one, DQ5, I will have no prior knowledge of, so that'll be fun. I think we'll be playing it on DS, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure they remade all of the games for DS. Up to 8, which came out on the 3DS. Still going. That is the goal. I'm pretty sure I have that all taken care of. Fiend. Sure. Yep. Is P old? Bop, 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 bop. Start select AB? Nope. Okay. But what happens if we load that save? Well, looky there. There is a chapter 6. And I got all my party members. Now that Mina's told my fortune, I know exactly what I should do with my life. It's funny when you think of all the reasons people were brought into this world, of all the destinies we each have. I did know that, yes. Princess Veronica and Prince Regan's wedding ceremony is happening over at the castle as we speak. Okay, let's go there. Because when I brought the game up to check on my DS, I was in Chapter 6. Okay, where's the wedding ceremony? Where is that then? You need to tell me these things, people. People, I guess it's at the arena. I don't remember what all we do in Chapter 6, but I do remember there being a Chapter 6. Wait, didn't we see this already and they just like take turns kissing? They've been doing this for like 8 years. Right. Okay. We did see that already. Princess Pam. Good day to you. I am Princess Pam. I was bored of my life in the palace. I decided to escape and come here. So peaceful without that old fool prattling on at me all the time. I think I could live here forever. But if one is to live here for good, it would be preferable to have a well-appointed palatial bedchamber and perhaps some guards also. Speaking of which, when I was passing through Laissez-Faire, I did chance across a young man who was training as a guardsman. Alright. Because this is the kind of unresolved plot thread is that we haven't returned this place to its former glory. We just saved that frog from being eaten. Is it you? Is it you? Okay. Let's see. Oh, I missed a thing. Alright. This Newtown stuff I'm using the walkthrough for because I don't know anything about it. Alright, princess. We talked to the princess. We need to go to the bar. Or no, we need to go find... We need to talk to Rocky. Okay. Yep. Nobody cares about what you have to say, Streelaus. I went down to the pond to catch that freaking frog, but I guess I just missed the little guy. Hey, by the way, I've been hearing about a guy at some bar in Haverleon. Talking about wanting to be a king or something. This town's gone from nothing to a real contender. I figure we get us a king now, and the castle won't be too long following. Okay. There is just a king here. It must be 10 years now since I decided to become a king. I've traveled all over the world, but I never found a kingdom yet that would let me rule over it. There must be a kingdom somewhere lacking a king. Do you want to tell them about Hank Hoffman Jr.'s frontier town? Sure. St. Monarchsburg, eh? An up-and-coming town like this is in sure need of a king, or a democratically elected president. Thank you so much. I'll make my way there straight away. Okay. Now we can go to laissez-faire. I feel like I definitely didn't do this the first time I played. This is not the right place. So sorry. This guy's at the inn. Is it you? Parts. Greetings, ma'am. Parts. Private. First class. Reporting for duty. Ma'am. Parts private. For many years now, my body has been a weapon ready for use in service of its country, but I have not yet identified which country, ma'am. You want to tell them about Hank Hoffman Jr.'s frontier town? Sure. St. Monarchsburg, ma'am. Understood, ma'am. Parts private, first class. Requesting permission to move out, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Parts private. It's a castle now. Okay, just wanted to see if I could go around it. But doesn't look like it. We're also in the middle of the desert. Where did you get all this water? Okay. Horse, of course. Well, howdy there. I'm Mr. Ned, the talking horse. Hey, guess what? I done remembered how I come to be here, and how comes I can talk like a human being. It all come galloping back to me. I used to work here in the castle of the greatest city in the world, Pioneeria. And this castle we got here is just the spit of the one we had in them days. They couldn't be mayor alike. Anyways, I knowed about that there cursed pot, so I done trotted up to try and tell Sultan Farog, but that evil sorcerer caught me on the hoof. And, well, that's when I got turned into a horse. But hey, I can talk now, and I kind of like living like a stallion lifestyle, sure. Greetings, ma'am, and welcome to St. Monarchsburg Castle, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am. Ma'am, the king will see you now, ma'am. Oh man, I always wanted to say that. Horse. Is it like good armor shop? I mean, I guess. Technically an upgrade for Boria, but I think we have one of those in storage. Okie dokie, you head to bed. We will be here parsing through chapter 6. You there, have you heard? To commemorate this city becoming a magnificent castle, I decided to give my shop a fittingly celebratory name. Good night. Thanks for watching. I called it War Mart. What do you think? Pretty good, eh? Anyway. Dreamblade. Angel Leotard. Oh, the Divine Bustier. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's an upgrade for Elena and Maya. Interesting. You just buy Mighty Armlets. That's nice. Thanks, Twitch. Alright, the Flail of Destruction. The only whip in the game. For 65 grand. It's good to know about. You know, I guess I'm pretty happy with my life right now. I just hope I can spend the rest of my days like this with my Rocky. He's my hero. We've been through all kinds of problems, but I'm glad we moved out here. Seems Adrian's kind of used to it now, and we got a baby coming soon. Man, I feel like a heavyweight champion of the freaking world. I wonder if this is all of the barrels that were in the town previously, in case you missed something. So we missed an agility seed somewhere along the way. Oh! A bright light shines forth from the depths of the pot. Okay. Unintentional, but I did it. Once his heart is released also, the Sultan can finally return. I'm just over here breaking pots, man. We got ourselves a little gnome cleric. I'm good, thank you. Alright, was there a stairs? There was a stairs. A stairs, just one. How do you do? I'm archaeologist. Are you wanting to hear about the tale of old Parthenia, the town that stood here many moons ago? No, I'm good, thank you. Alright, what's through here? Banquet hall. Alright, excuse me. Oop, wrong trigger. So we had one door. Hello. Ooh. So that turns, it's the same as the Falcon Blade earrings for Elena. So yeah, we lose 40 attack, but we get to hit twice. Snowy. Well, now, let's see. If the odds for that race are gonna be... Hey, what do you think you're doing? Can't you see I'm busy? Talk to me later. Okay. Alright. I'll take it. Oh, hang on. Didn't see that. Good day to you. I'm Princess Pam. It's so lovely to come from one palace to another, and I have such a gorgeous room. If only there was a handsome prince as well, everything would be perfect. I wonder if this was added for the DS release. Arf woof woof. This is considered like post-game content. That's an awful lot of thrones. Oh, could I have just done that? Oh, well. Hello there, it is me. I am the king you told about St. Monarchsburg in the pub in Haver-Leon. I'm so glad I came here. I've been so happy since I became king. Alright, man, I mean, yeah. Being king is good. It's good to be the king. Where's the rest of the town, though? Okay. There's Hank Hoffman Jr. Oh, it's the frog. Howdy, I'm Striolaus. I've been sitting here having... Oh, no. Uh-huh. Thanks. Provis Esley. I can't believe I've been lucky enough to be right here from the start when this place... Let me try that again. I can't believe I've been lucky enough to be here right from when this place started, way down as a little village, to now when it's a bona fide boom city. I guess if one night I happen across a real nice spot I might build a town of my own and do it my way. Okay. Hi, I'm Hannibal. I used to be a lender of... Okay. Let's try that again, too. Hi, I'm Hannibal. I used to be the leader of a crack pioneering commando unit. By rights, I should have been swallowed down with the castle when the sandstorm happened. How long ago did this happen, people? Anyway, I'm back now. I got better. And I can't just wait to knuckle down, break the rest of my unit out from their maximum security stockade, and get to work. Wait a minute, what? Greetings, Monarch. You have finally brought the city from its humble origins to this most stately and palatial form. It is the very image of the castle that once stood in this very spot in the days of Pioneeria. Perhaps that which was stolen from me by the monsters can be located somewhere in the depths of the castle also. I can tell you no more at the moment, but I believe most fervently that you can help me. Well, I mean, we did the one thing. What else is there to do? Okay, we did that. So 2 stairs. So there should be... Hang on. There's more mini medals to find. There it is. I see it. Let me move, please. Thank you. Nice. Thank you, doggy. Okay. Turn to the castle first floor and go down the stairs behind the stairs going up the middle. Okay. There are no stairs going down. What are you talking about? Sneaky Sneakersons. Oh, we still have our little dragon friend. That's fun. Okay, they are throwing those at us. Sad. Oop. Did we find the thing? Neato burrito. A mirror shield, sure. And a ruby of protection. Okay. Yeah, but where are we? Howdy, I'm Zach, and I done retired to this here town to get me some peace. I thought I'd be retiring here and then living a few years before making my peace and passing on quietly. If you ever told me I'd live to see the day the castle came back from under that there desert, I'd have called you crazy. Oh, by the by, you heard what it says in the book there about the legend of this old town. Well, I'll tell y'all. When the town once more becomes a castle, his body shall rise again from the pot in the southwestern room. Then from the depths of the castle, from deep within a treasure chest filled with pain, his heart shall also rise. And finally, the Sultana of Pioneeria's most treasured possession, in a treasure chest locked in a cell, the gift of her beloved king. Yes, sir, that's what it says. Just mini medals everywhere, thank you. Okay, so there should be something locked in a cell. Oh, maybe here? Touch. Oh, no, meteorite bracer, always good to have, though. Is there anything in here? Oh, hey, it's the person who wanted to eat the frog. What's going on? Where did my favorite damp spot go? Oh, burp. Okay. Okay. Oh. Neato. Yeah, I washed my hands of that gambling game, so I have, along with all my sinning ways. But I was a fine gambler in my day, ain't no mistake. Why, once I won me 838,861 casino tokens off of just 40 coins. Ah, those were the days. Oh, the meteorite bracer up your sleeve. You'll be sped up like you'd never believe. Howdy, honey, I'm Dolly, princess of song. I'm just dressed like this right now for a little bit of fun. What can I do for you, honey? A love song, maybe? Or maybe you're after something you can dance to. How about this little number? Oh, she just changes the music. Cool. Okay. So... interesting. I mean, I guess we can pause that. Hi, Rivy. Now, if we die, we don't lose it. I'm good. Where can I spend my tokens? Sure. No, I do want to play. Hang on. Hang on. Decide which cards you want to hang on to and then select deal. I mean, we've got a pair of queens. Oh, hang on. Hold. Hold. Okay, so one pair is nothing? No, interesting. Good, thank you. But where do I change my money out? Or my tokens? Here, this guy? You'll lose a lot, but when you do win, you'll win big. Ah, here it is. Don't need that. Still don't know what that does. Like from Dragon Quest 2? Weird. That's a good helmet. Oh, cool. Perma Repel? Neat. Not that we're ever going to buy that with our 100 tokens, but neat. Okay, so let's go get that frog his body back. But also, if the frog is the king, then what's the guy who is a king doing? Greetings, Monarch. I'm very pleased to meet you the first time. I am Sultan Farog. I once ruled over this castle, but in my foolishness I lost the woman I loved, and my home was swallowed by the sands of the desert. But this new life you have given me, Monarch, this I shall not waste. I shall help the most excellent townsfolk of St. Monarchsburg to protect and serve their humble homeland. Okay. Had St. Monarchsburg never been established, the chance encounter that led to our meeting would never have occurred. Fate is truly a fickle mistress. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all you have done. I only wish I could bestow upon you a fitting token of my gratitude, but I'm afraid this is all I have. I chanced upon it in the pond when I was in my froggy form. It is a mere trifle, but please accept it. Mini medal! I'll take it. Neat. Oop, sorry. It's confusing. How do stairs work? Well, if it ain't old Monarch and company, howdy y'all. I came a-running up here as soon as I seen what was happening in my dear old little town. I wanted it to grow to the mightiest city the world had ever saw. Instead, it done gone and turned into a big old castle. Well, ain't much I can do about that now, huh? Alright then, I'm back off my little old shack. Y'all be sure to come by and see me once in a while, you hear? Don't be strangers now. So long, partners. Goodbye, Hank. Neato. Okay. So, let's go turn these mini medals in, right? Give me my stuff. I think we need 57. Cool. Oh, 60. Gringham Whip. Nice. Goodness, fancy going to such an effort to bring me more medals. It's reminiscent of myself going through such lengths for the delightful little things. I'm afraid I have to tell you, though, that I have nothing to give you in reward, not even a minuscule thing. Still, I hope that the rewards I've administered thus far are helping you minimize the troubles you encounter on your travels. I hope your continued efforts from our world and humankind will be at their maximum. Ha-ha! Hey, Gringham Whip is a thing. Who gets that? Transfer. Wow. Okay, yeah, Maya, you get that. That's what you get. Yes. Okay. So, let's go see what that grave was about in Rose Hill. I guess we could go back to our home, too? Let's go do that. See if Rose is actually there. We definitely fixed this. Huh. I wonder if this is technically saved before... No, because we did the returning everybody to their places. Unless the save is before all that. I'm not lying, it's true. The young elf woman who lived in the tower, she was murdered by humans. Boo, I hate humans. Humans are rubbish. Yeah, but she... What? Who is this? What are you? Pizarro returned here a few days ago carrying Rose's remains with him. He made a grave for her just above here, in a little spot surrounded by flowers, then he left without further ado. Wah! Wah! Rose is a liar. She promised she'd play with me, but then she died and left me all alone. Wah! Okay. Definitely not desecrating a grave or anything. Yeah. Since the elves were chased out of the old homes, taking up residence under the giant world tree Yggdrasil, I don't know why they chose that place of all places. Maybe they know something I don't. After all, I'm no elf. Yes, they seem very happy. Okay, I guess we need to go there. I wonder where the elves ended up going when they were chased off by humans. We just figured that out. Meow, meow. I owe Lord Persaro everything. He perfected the secret of evolution, and that's why all us animals can talk so magically. Words or something. So, Pizarro's alive? How can poor Rose be gone? I still can't believe it's really true. I can't help hoping she's going to come home and tell us it was all a big mistake. There was a young elf girl here called Rose. She was very special. When she cried, her tears turned to rubies. And because of the wicked humans were always trying to capture her for her tears, she used to cry an awful lot. Okay. Does our flute still work? Okay, still works. No music. Here's an interesting bit of ooze for you. I heard Pizarro saying things at Rose's Goomstone. He said that when he's reborn, he'll be sure to fulfill their promise to be together. Does that mean he wants to die goo? Okay. Can I evac? Nope, okay. I guess we have to go talk to the elves. Nice of this thing to wait for us. Nope. Well, 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 humans. It's been a long time since any humans came here. Welcome to El Ferrado. Gruff. The big tree is Great World Tree. You can show. Yep, we know that. There are definitely more buildings here than there were. It is said that Yggdrasil leaves can grant help to those who are pure of heart, and that Yggdrasil flowers have the power to make miracles happen. Okay. Monsters of today, they're even infesting Yggdrasil these days. Nope, nowhere's safe anymore. Yggdrasil flowers are absolutely beautiful, but they only blossom once every 1,000 years. Okay. The Yggdrasil tree possesses mysterious powers. Both its leaves and the morning dew that falls from it have the power to heal the injured. Its flowers even have the power to restore life to those beyond the healing powers of churches and magic. If you wish to know more about Yggdrasil flowers, you must travel around the world. When you find a place changed, that may well be the sign that a flower has blossomed. So the place changed would be Rose Hill, right? Or, hang on, I guess we just zoom. It says we need to go to the azimuth. What is the meaning of, behold, travelers of the goddess's earthly garden, I stand humbled at the great way, blah, blah, blah. There is talk of an unearthly rupture that has rent the divine altar of this sacred place. Is it the day of judgment? Do the gods today preside over the holy court of justice? Or are we led now to a new benediction? I don't know. Let's figure it out. Okay. Oh, yeah, that sure wasn't there before. What is it? On the night of the full moon, those tremors from the ground. And then there was an unholy rupture formed in the dais above. Our ignorance leaves us impotent. Is this the work of gods or the trickery of monsters? Oh, I wonder if this is the beam from the underworld that pierced up to Zenithia. Open your ears to the voice of the goddess of I have done. A path has opened before us. On that very night, the night of the deafening roar that shook the ground under our feet, the Almighty One forged a path. But whither does it lead? The holy envoy of the goddess, the master of Zenithia, will not answer me. Zenith Dragon, what does it mean? I mean, I guess we'd go ask him. The big ol' hole. Okay, sure. Yeah, it seems really unnecessary. Begone now. The wave of malice has pierced a hole in the clouds. That is your opening to the underworld of Nadiria. In its murky depths, Zenithian sword will be greatest ally. Ah, so we are back in time. We have not defeated Pizarro yet. Huh. But now there's a place in the azimuth. Because we definitely did not... We jumped down from the hole here. Not from... We jumped down from, like, the one that's over there. Oh, wait, no. You need to go down a level. This one. Oh, that takes us here. So where does this go? Let's just take me back out. Nice. Okay. Okay, if this is gonna be much more involved, I'm gonna have to leave it. Oh my. Well, he's gonna get wrecked by all the cool biz that we have now. Cool, keep doing it. Oh right, Maya has the whip. Anytime Monarch wants to attack, thank you. Sure. That does not matter. Nice. It's good to have a whip, finally. Can we kill that guy? Jeez. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to do this next time. So no Dragon Quest V just yet. But you know, we need an inn. Yeah, not sure how I was supposed to know that was the inn. I'll do it for us tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night with more Pokemon. Sinking Sapphire. Until then, thank you for watching, and I will catch y'all next time. Bye-bye.